Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Laura Lee tuning into Beata's Spirit. Welcome.
Thank you.
Beata, first impression I'm receiving for you is I got a male here who seemed to have some heart issues and may even at one time had surgery in this particular area, if that makes sense.
You know, it does make sense because my boyfriend hasn't been to a doctor, but he's been complaining about a lot of health issues lately and won't go to a doctor.
Oh, well, was there somebody in his family that had the heart surgery? Because I'm talking to Spirit who had this issue, and I feel like it's a father figure.
You know what? I have absolutely no idea.
What about somebody in your family?
I don't know who my father was, and I know that he died prior to my birth. I haven't gotten much information from family members about it other than just some vague references.
Were you the only daughter as far as your father is concerned?
I am.
Then it is for you. So he's talking about there was at one point, and I feel like it might have been associated to him and you, some of the heart pain and the trouble that came is because of a falling out with a relationship. And my understanding is one of the two of you also, and I'm talking about your relationship right now, had gone through a previous divorce. Does that make sense?
It does.
And there's heart pain with this still. And it irks and it comes up and it causes the heart palpitations and the anxiety because I feel like there's not resolution regarding this passage from the divorce and or separation from the past. Does this make sense?
Absolutely.
And there's children involved.
Absolutely. I have a son and a daughter, and he has a daughter.
Right. See, what happens is their experience becomes the experience of their loved ones who've carried on patterns, obviously. So there's a transitioning thing here, and he wants to make note to take care of the situation because there's not any solid resolution still from the past. And I feel like money is the hot topic, and I feel like it's not resolved.
I totally understand. Just having this conversation with my daughter before this phone call.
All right. And so to find peace, you got to honor your heart. Now, your boyfriend is in the same predicament because you brought him in because you're in the similar predicament. So you guys are kind of facing off each other. So you haven't totally honored your heart. And as I say this, you manage a group of people and you're solely employed, right?
I am.
And I feel like you might be more of a income earner than maybe your boyfriend or even the previous relationship, your ex.
I've always been the main income owner.
Right. So that's what your father is telling me to confirm this message. So it's not only him, but there's also some unease and unrest and anxiety and maybe even some panic attacks that, you know, how sometimes we feel like that heart pain that comes through. And a lot of people think, oh my God, I think I'm having a heart attack. And it's actually just anxiety.
Are you watching me? Do you have a camera here?
Well, it doesn't help when we're parents. That adds to it, right?
Absolutely.
So he is just watching the situation and he sees you kind of falling into the same boat, but you haven't abandoned your obligations and your responsibilities, and he commends you for that. But I feel like another father figure, maybe that's your children's father figure, it seems like he's abandoned the situation to some degree.
Right.
He will not let you fall. So he's telling you that he's standing nearby. He wants you to honor your heart, and there will be more clarity and more focus and more peace when you do that.
Interesting.
Yes, and I want to say something else. Is there a communication between you and this new partner of yours talking about the possibility of cohabitating if you haven't already?
Yeah, he's been living here for about 6 months.
Oh, he is. Okay, that's the confirmation. But you're getting yourself in a similar boat because you are taking care of the situation financially, and it's stressful.
Mm-hmm. It's extremely stressful.
Right, and I want you to think about that as we close this call.
Okay.
Thank you, Beata, for sharing your time with me today.
Thank you.
It was my pleasure. And if you'd like to call into the show, sign up at radiomediumlarlee.com. And hey, we all thank you for subscribing to the show and sharing it. And we look forward to hearing from you.